This is Neural Newscast for April 26th, 2026.
The Week in Review, Regional Integration in South America, and the Expansion of Maritime Conflict in the Middle East.
From the Neural Newscast Newsroom, I'm Peter Rowan.
And I'm Isabel Moreno.
We began the week with a major shift in South American monetary policy. Brazil and Argentina have finalized a framework for the SUR, a joint digital currency designed to settle trade within the Mercosur bloc.
The move is intended to reduce the region's reliance on the United States dollar and shield local economies from global exchange rate volatility. It is not a replacement for national tender, but rather a common unit of account for bilateral commerce.
Later in the week, that economic partnership deepened with the signing of the Southern Cross Accord. This $12 billion infrastructure agreement focuses on freight rail lines and a digital corridor connecting Brasilia and Buenos Aires.
Analysts suggest this moves the region toward a unified industrial policy. Implementation begins next quarter, starting with the dredging of the Paraná River to accommodate larger container ships.
While South America looked toward integration, the Middle East saw a transition from containment to direct kinetic engagement. Earlier this week, the United States Navy destroyer United States Spruance disabled the Iranian cargo ship Touska.
According to Central Command, the vessel ignored a 6-hour warning period in the Gulf of Oman. The Spruance fired 5-inch rounds into the ship's engine room, leading to a boarding operation by United States Marines.
President Trump confirmed the seizure, noting the Touska was already under United States Treasury sanctions. This physical enforcement of the naval blockade has led to the immediate collapse of scheduled peace talks in Islamabad.
Tehran has officially rejected the second round of negotiations, citing the blockade as a breach of the ceasefire. Iranian state media reports they view the United States' actions as proof that Washington is not negotiating in good faith.
The rhetoric has only intensified as the ceasefire deadline approached. In a CNBC interview, the president stated he does not intend to extend the deadline, emphasizing that a more aggressive stance serves as a better negotiating position.
The economic ripple effects of this tension are reaching globally. The International Energy Agency has labeled this the largest energy crisis in history, with the cost of long-haul jet fuel surging due to the closure of the Strait of Hormuz.
The human toll cannot be overlooked, Isabel. Nearly 3,400 deaths have been reported in Iran since February, and United States Central Command has confirmed 13 service members have been killed in the conflict.
In Lebanon, the situation remains just as volatile. Hezbollah attacks reportedly killed a French UNIFIL soldier, while the IDF confirmed killing a combatant who breached the forward defense line in the south.
Moving to domestic news, a mass shooting in Shreveport, Louisiana occurred on Sunday. 8 children, ranging in age from 18 months to 14 years, were killed in what police describe as a domestic disturbance.
The suspect is also deceased after being shot by police following a carjacking. This is the deadliest mass shooting in the United States since January 2024, and the Louisiana State Police are now leading the investigation.
On the global trade front, the United States and the European Union finalized a landmark $400 billion digital trade pact on Wednesday. It aims to streamline data flows and set unified standards for artificial intelligence.
This agreement removes barriers that previously required companies to maintain separate data centers. In a similar vein, the EU Parliament passed the Digital Sovereignty Act, requiring all citizen data to be stored on servers within the Union.
Labor markets are also seeing shifts. The United States Labor Department reported a 40% increase in grants for AI-specific vocational training, targeting workers transitioning from manual assembly to automated system management.
In technology, MIT researchers announced a breakthrough in solid-state battery density that could revolutionize short-haul aviation. This ceramic electrolyte design doubles the energy capacity of current lithium-ion models without the flammability risk.
We also saw historical news from Egypt, where archaeologists uncovered an Old Kingdom shipyard near the Giza pyramids. This discovery provides the first physical evidence of how the ancient Egyptians transported limestone blocks for construction.
Finally, The humanitarian situation in Sudan saw a brief window of relief with a 72-hour ceasefire between the Sudanese armed forces and the rapid support forces to allow for aid delivery to Khartoum and Darfur.
As we head into the next week, we are monitoring the launch of the SpaceX Starship Mars Surveyor and the United Nations Security Council vote on maritime security.
It has been a week defined by the tension between regional integration and international conflict. We will continue to track the aftermath of the ceasefire expiration in the Middle East.
That is the New World Newscast for Sunday, April 26th. New World Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at newworldnewscast.com.